Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
97.9 WGRD, Grand Rapids, partly cloudy, cooler, 72 the high, 63 downtown. A pair of tickets can be yours. Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy coming up on Friday, September 8th at the Allegan County Fair. That is going to be a big show. They get some great grandstand shows there.
Yeah, they do.
Also, I have what may be an exciting note for you guys. Remind me afterwards.
Would love to hear a note.
Okay.
Related.
Awesome. Yes, I would be willing to join Little Big Town.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. But it is related to the Allegan County Fair.
Before we get into anything,
Hold on. Caller
go ahead.
6-770-WGRD or 1-800-947-3979. You'll get the tickets to see Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy at the Allegan County Fair. Caller 6, call now. Joe.
When you read the headline, Ludington woman busted on heroin computer charges, would you imagine that a mugshot of under that headline would look great?
No.
That's the surprise, is that there is no surprise because that is the mugshot that went with it.
What is she, 20 or 60?
Wow.
In between those ages.
I don't know. One eye is 60.
It's impossible to guess this age. Yes.
She appears to have tried to extract honey with her face out of a bee's nest.
No.
Like a raccoon would.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, she's not really sure, hey, where'd that bee's nest go?
I'm going to say...
Is it left or right, up or down? I'll try both ways.
I'm going to say the Star Wars character is 26.
I'll say 28.
I think that's probably pretty close. Oof.
Justin is correct.
Yeah, I know my uglies.
He is, he's closest without going over. She's 30.
Yeah.
30 years old.
Sorry about that burn.
Boy, that is brutal.
It's all working out.
Yes, it is. Good life.
There's a new app coming to West Michigan that Channel 13 was covering. I like this in theory.
I do.
Here's what it is.
Ever needed help doing things around the house and wish there was a simple solution? Well, an app launching in Grand Rapids in the coming months can give you just that. It's similar to ride-sharing apps like Uber, but instead of rides, it offers a helping hand from verified professionals. WZZM 13's Emma Nicholas checked out that app. She joins us now with more, Emma.
Juliet, this app can connect you to anyone, from a dog walker to a handyman. Takl, that launched last year in Tennessee, is now expanding nationwide.
I can't quite grasp this pleasuring myself thing. Could someone help me?
You're going to hire someone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking
absolutely.
for her.
No, I'm speaking for me.
I thought you, I did the same thing. I thought you were like,
Oh, no. Then I would have said, I don't know how to pleasure myself.
Doesn't Angie's List already exist? Isn't that what this is?
I thought that's just reviews. This is actual, I need a handyman.
I'm willing to pay this much, I think.
Oh, I thought that's
Or is this
exactly
just to
what
get
Angie's List
or
was.
is this just to get direct advice? Like, hey, I am in the middle of this project and I don't know how to do it. What do I do now?
I don't know. Let's let this lady tell
Maybe
us.
we should find out.
If you need your bathroom remodeled, Takl's not the platform for you. If you need your bathroom cleaned, well, we can absolutely do that.
The company's vice president of public relations, Jack Johnson, says Takl is filling a gap in the economy instead of taking away from it.
Virtually unlimited demand for people to do small jobs and chores, and it's a great way for providers to make extra money being their own boss.
From hauling trash to repairing a computer, this app has a little something for almost any skill set. The interface is simple. Like any other sharing economy type app, once you set up an account, you're only minutes away from connecting with a service provider. On the customer end, you can choose from 500 different jobs, or even create custom jobs, which can be as simple as taking a photo of a task that you'd like completed and submitting it.
Every job is evaluated once it's submitted within minutes. The job is evaluated, and make sure it is not outside of our scope.
This dude's totally doing blow while he's doing this phone interview.
Wasn't one of you guys?
No, that was him.
No, it's him.
It's him over and over again.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, news is doing a story I'm about to hit.
Either that or it's either coke, crack pipe, or he's that creep from he's Dennis Hopper in that David Lynch movie where he just
Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
a provider. Takl is currently recruiting. In order to launch in West Michigan, they'll need an adequate amount of provider interest. Every provider is responsible for creating a profile, which includes a background check prior to receiving any work. Once a provider is verified, they can start setting their own hours and claiming jobs. Johnson says providers can expect to receive between 70 to 90% of the job fee and 100% of their tips. So far, Johnson says they've had very few safety issues with the customers or providers.
Please tell me the
We're really
few.
excited about getting launched there in Grand Rapids.
The app is expected to launch within the next 3 to 4 weeks, but you can apply right now to be a provider. Details on how to do so are in the story on our website. Nick and Juliet.
All right, Emma, thank you.
Well, she's young. She's going to be at Maitland's pajama party.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
is.
probably.
She is?
Yeah.
Might still be in college.
Yeah. That's kind of a good idea, though.
It is a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's not quite the same, but like as I'm listening to it, I go, it's a bit like Uber for chores.
Right. Well, first
Where
off,
you go, all right, I need somebody for this.
one of the things they
And then-
said was hauling trash. We all know that if you need trash hauled, you just put it on Craigslist for free.
It is sort of an extra verification of something on Craigslist. Because before, that's where you would post that thing.
Yes.
Like, hey, I have some, like when, what was it? Did you have the sink, the concrete
I
sink
did,
you wanted to get
yes,
rid of?
absolutely.
You posted it for free, and somebody came and they smashed it up and they took it.
Yes.
Yeah, because they wanted aggregate, I guess.
I'm pretty sure they wanted a tip because before they left my house, I had like this awful sob story. I'm like, okay, well,
Like, we're so poor, we have to eat this sink.
that was by far, that was the weirdest thing. That was the weirdest Craigslist thing that's ever happened to me. Like, hey, free sink. Anybody want it? We'll take it in pieces. They smashed it with a mallet and took it out in buckets. Mm-hmm. What do you do?
Well, I
with
wonder
this?
what they did with that.
I have no idea what you could possibly do with old concrete. That much? Not that much.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, right.
Maybe they were making a relatively small reef.
Yeah, right. They were building a sea reef in Gun Lake.
Or in the ditch.
Yeah. We're going to restore the rapids one Joe sink at a time.
I can't wait till the coral starts to grow.
Oh, my God.
Do you have that other story?
Yes.
From Jenny Jones? Well, it's not from Jenny Jones.
No.
But way back in the mid-'90s, there was a story from Jenny Jones about a man from Michigan.
Man from my hometown, Lake Orion.
Yeah. Which this story was, this was a national story.
Well, even
at the
time.
by today's standards, this is a crazy story.
Yeah, it really is.
Killing a man who admitted to having a secret crush on him on national TV.
And here we are now, more than 20 years later, Jonathan Schmitz has been released on parole.
John, come out here and see who has the crush on him. Here's John. Well, guess what? It's Scott that has the crush on you.
You lied to me. That was all the way back in March of 1995, as you can see there. Scott Amador revealed that he was romantically interested in Schmitz during a taping of the then popular Jenny Jones show. 3 days later, however, Schmitz shot and killed the 32-year-old Amador. Schmitz turned himself into police, saying it was because he was embarrassed on national TV, claiming he wasn't gay. He was sentenced to 25 to 50 years in prison for second-degree murder in that case. Amador's brother, meanwhile, had this to say ahead of Schmitz's release.
Did he get what he deserved? I don't know. Should he be in there longer? Does he need more help? I don't know. So I struggle with all that. But he is not the only person that I blame for my brother's death.
Well, Frank Amador went on to say that he doesn't believe the people working on the Jenny Jones show were held accountable for the death of his brother.
I think they sued the Jenny Jones show.
Yo,
I don't know if they won.
Do you think they should have won?
I don't know.
Boy, that's hard.
Well, now you're getting into, did they know this guy
would
react violently? Was there any way they could have known?
I think they did a lot of bait and switches on those types of shows, especially in that day and age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that,
like now, maybe not as big of a deal, but in the early 90s or mid 90s, lots and lots. It was a lot more difficult to be gay then than it is now. And I'm not saying it's easy now.
No, that's
I
a
don't
fact,
know.
though.
I'm not gay, but
it does. Well,
I mean, think about
you can get married if you're gay now. It was
Yeah.
that was and
Yeah.
you know.
It was like a decade after that that Mike Piazza called a press conference to talk to the media to explain he wasn't gay. Like now, if that rumor was going around about a player, they would mention it at the end of talking about why they went 3 for 5 at the plate that night. By the way, there's a rumor that I'm gay. I'm not. And if I was, that'd be fine. Whatever. But
it was,
for the most
part.
It was a different time.
Yeah.
Although, who was that basketball player, like, even more recently than that, who said, I hate gay people on national radio?
Oh, yeah, Tim Hardaway.
That's right.
Yeah. And then the host said, Tim, I'm not sure. Be careful if that's what you really mean, then own it. But if it's not, and he goes, no, that's what I mean. I hate gay people. Okay, thanks.
Let me double down.
Yeah, that was the end of that.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's still, it's not over. Things aren't all hunky-dory.
No.
Not great.
No.
But back then, you're right. It was a totally different story.
Much more taboo, and that guy was super embarrassed. And I don't know what happened afterward. I mean, in terms of like between the two of them 3 days later, what led up to, okay, well, now I'm going to just shoot you.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but yeah, because that was a big story because it happened where I grew up. That guy was only the guy who did the killing, Jonathan Schmitz, is 2 years older. He graduated from Lake Orion.
I wonder.
So
I want to hear an interview with him now, when he gets out, or at some point.
Yeah, me too.
A more recent interview.
I'm curious if I assume he's regretful.
I would guess so.
Just for the very fact that
probably
that he's getting paroled early.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, STP, Vaseline. See you later. 97.9 GRD rocks.